Professor, let me ask you just a couple more things for our special web viewers here. If people are confused about how impeachment works, are the Democrats following the proper procedure? Is this the right use of this process? That kind of things. How does this work? Where can they go to find information that's just plainly about that?
That's a good question, because there's surprisingly little information in the Constitution to inform the process. So to the extent to which you can find a directive about what comes next and what's the proper procedure to follow, there's a pretty good sort of step-by-step by Vox, and the New York Times has also outlined some of the proper procedures. But the truth is, we actually kind of know very little about what you can and cannot do. I mean, there's a clear sort of requirement of a majority in the House and 2/3 in the Senate to remove, but there's a lot that happens in between.
Yeah. The second thing I wanted to ask you about was, since Trump's inauguration, Rachel Maddow's audience has almost tripled. She's having a heyday. This is her moment. Her partisan audience has coalesced. Her tribe is formed.
The bubble bath is strong.
The bubbles are strong. But Sean Hannity still has far more viewers on Fox. Geraldo Rivera was on his show this week, and he said something that struck me. He said, if it wasn't for your show, Sean, they would destroy him absolutely. You are the difference between Donald J. Trump and Richard Nixon.
Wow.
Surely it's not Sean Hannity, right? But is partisan media the difference between then and now?
I don't think partisan media is helping any with the partisan divides that we see today and the levels of partisan hostility. But I also think to say that Hannity has any special power in delineating between Nixon and Trump, right, is to give too much credit actually to the media. The media sort of works on the periphery. There's a lot of other stuff inside the human bubble that's much stronger, right? It's your political socialization, it's your ideology, it's your education, it's your socioeconomic status, race, gender, and the list goes on. And the media can move that a little bit, but it's not going to be what they call sort of a hypodermic needle effect, where you watch Hannity and all of a sudden you're a believer. You watch Hannity because you are a believer. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So the media is just there, and they are doubling down. Rachel Maddow's doubling down, and Sean Hannity's doubling down, and they are pulling from the center, pulling them to the sides.
Yeah, and that audience is growing because people engage in that cognitive dissonance and that motivated reasoning, and they then selectively expose themselves to information that feels good when they otherwise feel genuinely scared and nervous. And so when you're scared and nervous about the political world around you, and you are a Democrat, and you hear Maddow giving you things that feel good, and you feel safe, and you feel supported, and you feel right, then of course that's where you're going to put your time and attention when you have free time.
We should turn it off and go to Poldark. We should all just go watch Poldark on PBS.
That's right. There you go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.